They were let go on just 3 days' notice, and they're demanding severance and vacation pay. Joining us this morning, Leah Freed, an organizer with the United Electrical Workers.
Four of our very peaceful, successful occupation in the factory, so they're inside on the factory floor. And frankly, yeah, the reason they're here is because they've got nothing left to lose. They were told on Tuesday last week that they would be out of a job on Friday, penniless on the street, no vacation pay, no severance pay owed to them under the WARN Act. So.
What?
Happy to see you happy.
I'm good. Oh, wait. Almost forgot.
Oh.
You sure to deposit that?
As always.
Be safe. Keep in touch.
All right. I'll call you. I love you.
Love you too. What are you doing? I thought you couldn't wait to get on the road.
There is opportunity for a great new day. It can be found rolling across this country on the highways and byways, in the cities, small towns and farmlands. Opportunity can be found everywhere Stevens Transport takes you. That's because Stevens Transport is America's most reputable and thriving refrigerated transport carrier, driving commerce across the continental U.S., Canada, and Mexico with superior multimodal and logistic services. For over 30 years, Stevens' unbeatable on-time performance has made it possible for corporate titans to get temperature-sensitive goods to waiting consumers all across the land. Extremely stable and debt-free, Stevens is one of the most successful privately held companies in the U.S.
That success begins and ends with our people. I also believe that our drivers are my business partners. I feel as strongly about that today as I did the day I founded this company.
Here at Stevens, we recruit and hire quality people, provide them with the best equipment, the latest technology available, and then we challenge them to be the very best on the highway.
We listen to our drivers, we encourage them to be proactive, and we empower them to make this a better company.
Then we provide all the opportunity and support they need to make more money, to move up in the company, and to build lasting careers with us.
That's a promise Stevens can keep. Because temperature-sensitive goods are the basic things people will always need, like food and medicine. So in tough economic times, transportation of temperature-controlled goods is not affected, as are dry goods. That makes Stevens recession-proof, which is why they have never had a layoff in the history of the company.
I've been driving for Stevens now, let's say, 15 years. And they've always been able to give me all the miles that I've been able to handle.
And Stevens drivers make more money. First, because they have the highest miles per driver average in the industry. Second, Stevens' large customer base, computerized load and fleet optimization, and extremely talented logistics planners maximize drivers' ability to rack up all the hours they can legally log.
I make more money at Stevens than with any other company simply because they give me an opportunity to be on the road more, which means I'm not sitting around waiting or making lots of stops, and I'm racking up a lot more miles.
With the great training and experience that Stevens gave me, I could go to drive, for anybody. I get approached, in truck stops from time to time, but I won't go. Because the one thing the industry's taught me is that it's not about how much you make per mile. It's about how many miles you drive. And with Stevens, I get the miles and the money.
Plus, after just 1 year of exemplary service, drivers can make even more money as a trainer.
Here at Stevens, my first year, my trainer, who was very patient and a mentor to me, helped me establish myself and helped me get into the industry where I made $40,000 my first year. So when I had a chance to become a trainer in my second year, not only did I give back to my students and everything, but I also made an additional $20,000, which bumped me up to $60,000 in my second year. Who could have imagined that?
Becoming a trainer is only one way drivers can move up the career ladder. In fact, many of Stevens' general staff and mid to upper management started out as drivers.
I moved from the road to dispatcher.
The road, operations, and now career counseling.
Started out as a driver, and then I became an over-the-road trainer. After that, I was a driver manager, and I worked my way up to director of training.
And I moved into fleet maintenance.
Of course, many drivers choose to stay on the road. There's plenty of opportunity there, too.
I've always wanted to own my own business, but I didn't know how, and I really didn't qualify for a loan. When I finished my training, one of my options was to join the Alliance Lease program, and it was exactly what I needed to fulfill my dream.
It is really the most incredible deal you ever walk into. All a driver has to do is bring their sweat equity, and that's it. We basically hand them the keys to the same business plan that has worked for Stevens for over 30 years. Along with the miles, we give them the business support, we provide them with business advisors, and we give them the training they need to be successful.
With a little determination, you really can't go wrong. Follow Stevens' proven business formula and maximize your miles. After 2 years in my lease, I'm already clearing over $75,000, and at the end of that, I can expect a nice lease completion bonus.
All I can say is that Stevens has created thousands of independent business owners, many of which have purchased their trucks through Stevens' in-house financing and have become fleet operators within the Stevens Transport family.
Well, I came from a minimum wage job. I started with the Alliance program, and after I finished that, I went ahead and started becoming an owner-operator. Once I became an owner-operator, I bought my own truck, I own my own business, and I'm bringing in around $2,000 a week. It was all made possible thanks to Stevens.
But regardless of which driving path a driver takes, everyone rides in the finest trucks on the road.
I've seen the other guys and the trucks they're driving, the older trucks or the base level trucks. But with Stevens, they have the newest fleet on the road year after year. And I get a new truck about every year and a half. That feels pretty good having a new truck.
All Stevens trucks are customized, double-wide stand-up sleepers, decked out with all the latest technologies, making the job easier, more efficient, and profitable for our drivers, as well as ensuring you have all the comforts of home. Plus, Stevens delivers excellent benefits. After 90 days of service, a Stevens driver receives a full, comprehensive health plan, including a prescription card, dental and vision, in addition to a $50,000 life insurance policy and optional disability coverage. They receive a 401k retirement plan with company contributions and vacation. Also, Stevens understands that drivers want to have more time with family, so they schedule routes to allow drivers to get home on a regular basis and stay home longer between trips. And Stevens allows drivers to take time off anywhere in the continental U.S.
All of this can be yours because Stevens will hire you with no experience and train you to be the best professional driver on the road.
Drivers can receive their CDL training at any school they choose, and Stevens will reimburse drivers with the best tuition payback program in the industry. Drivers can also get their CDL training at Stevens Driving Academy, considered by many to provide the best training in the industry. There is no upfront training cost or credit check required. Stevens sponsors the cost of your training and has several locations nationwide.
Stevens Driving Academy has been training drivers for over 25 years, and we're recognized as one of the best training centers in America. We not only teach you the basics to pass your CDL requirements, but further train you as a future employee, driving according to Stevens' very high standard of performance.
Standards that have set superior safety records, increased on-time delivery, and put more money in the pockets of drivers. As the most respected school in the industry, all instructors have at least 5 years' experience as over-the-road trainers. Students benefit from the latest audiovisual training methods, and they learn on the same trucks, trailers, and technology they'll be using when they go to work at Stevens.
What impressed me most about the training was the equipment that we got to use. It was actual trucks that we trained in, and they were the same ones that we went on the road in. The equipment was top-notch.
So students get the most thorough training in the industry, classroom instruction, and over 100 hours behind the wheel. Everything you need to know to obtain your CDL in just 17 days and be ready to start your new career. Then, after earning a commercial driver's license, Stevens drivers are paid to get real experience by hitting the road for Stevens' Best in Industry 8-week over-the-road training, where they'll get intensive on-the-job guidance that will give them all the experience and confidence needed.
Bottom line is, Stevens has given me all the training and all the tools I needed to change my life in ways that I could never imagine.
There are many trucking companies out there, and some have their advantages. But I'm confident when you weigh it all, Stevens offers you the best all-around opportunity for a better future. So I personally invite you to be a part of the Stevens family.
Stevens Transport, your opportunity for a great new day.